this is a Kansas City year with the championship, the NWSL championship being announced in Kansas City, with the semifinals here being announced in Kansas City. It's just things are set up to get some hardware on your home field and celebrate with your home fans. It's just, do the stars align? Can we make it happen? Can we get there?
This is KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank.
What's happening, baby? We're back. It's currently on No Other Pod, KC Sports Network. Daniel Kooser here with Chris Wright, here to talk all things Kansas City Current, maybe some national team Olympic stuff as well. Chris, what's going on, dude? Summer of soccer, baby.
Oh, it's been a blast between, the Current, between, checking out Deadpool, Wolverine, the Olympics going on. Man, I'm having a great time.
Are you taking in some Olympics? Because I was telling Jimmy yesterday, I'm a new volleyball fan, bro. They've been getting after it, man. I was watching USA and Germany this morning, and I'm not even sure who won that match. Gonna have to check in.
Oh, the only thing I don't like is the time difference. Like, you have to get up early or watch the replay later. But by then, a lot of times you know the result. Yeah, I was watching women's rugby. The U.S. was playing New Zealand a little bit before we started to record.
Semifinals was today. Did they win?
I don't know yet.
Okay,
I'm not sure. Yeah, man, great times. Olympics are always a lot of fun. So I dig it. I get into just about anything I get into it. Because as I get older, I'm like, this shit's hard. Even if it's not wildly physical, it's incredible. It's incredible.
It's absolutely incredible. I think they will be playing in the bronze medal game later this afternoon. So it sounds like they did not advance in the semifinals. But
New Zealand's one of the best in the world. So
true. I get into the team sports, man. Yeah, they lost 24-12. Thanks, Nick. But men's volleyball took care of Germany. I'm telling you, volleyball is exhilarating, my friend.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
I mean, I'm talking, I'm learning the rules. I'm like, they played at 21? Do they play at 20? Oh, it's 25, I think. Oh, and then, set point. Now it's tied up. They own that fifth round. They played a 15. It's a wild time. I'm enjoying it. I don't really get into the individual sports as much. I think that's because that's how I grew up. I was always a team sports guy. I never got into tennis or golf, anything like that, man. I was always team. You too?
No, I dig it all.
You dig it all?
I dig it all, man. I enjoy it all. And, volleyball, as you mentioned, it's so, those athletes are incredible. They soar so high through the air. It's incredible. And kind of a quick pivot, KU women's volleyball, their season tickets sold out. And we do occasionally go to games from time to time. So,
do you have season tickets, or you just go game by game?
Game by game, due to scheduling. But yeah.
So you're a volleyball fan. Tell me, what's with the person who's wearing a different colored shirt?
That is what the libero, I think, is what the name of the position is. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, they're the ones who
libero.
Yeah, they're the ones who they dig the ball from the ground. They're usually a little shorter.
So are they aren't allowed to spike, or they can if they?
Oh, they can. They can if they're able. Yeah.
But they're just they just wear a jersey, so you're like, look out for that person. They're the digger. That's right.
Pretty much, they're in a specific rotation. A lot of times, they could sub in and out when they need to. So
interesting. And they're just what a weird situation to be the short person on the team, looking up at everybody else. You guys ready to do this? Let's do this.
Amongst three, weird, right?
Yeah, these long guys that just get up there blocking spikes and stuff. It's wild. Beach volleyball is pretty wild too, man. The 2-on-2 situation, it sounds exhausting. I'm more of an indoor volleyball type, less sweaty, if you will.
Running in that quicksand, you just want to go quicker, but you can't.
Have you played beach volleyball, personally?
I have. Yeah,
it's horrible.
It's
fun. I never played 2-on-2 beach volleyball, but the 5-on-5 or whatever,
Yeah.
So fun, dude. I think we get some soccer today. We're recording this on a Tuesday. I believe the men's soccer team plays this afternoon. So men and women are doing good things, man. They're both looking likely to advance out of their group. The men for the first time, I think, since 2000 is what Jimmy had told me.
Wow.
Pretty wild time. But we got Kansas City soccer to talk about today. And I'm excited about it, man, because we are deep into this NWSL and Liga MX Femenil Summer Cup, or Summer Cup for short. And Houston Dash decided to do us a little favor and take care of Tigres on Sunday. Who saw that coming? Tell me you saw it coming, and I'll tell you, look in the mirror and see a big liar.
I didn't see it coming on. I was hoping for like a draw. Maybe, Houston could squeak out a draw or something like that. I did not expect them to win.
Did not expect them to win. I can tell you right now, Kansas City Currents at the top of their group and sitting on top of the competition, like with the positive 5 goal differential. So
positive 5, yeah.
You can't rely on that. You got to take care of business this Thursday against Tigres. You can't hope to like draw against Tigres and then someone else like Louisville jumps you or something. You know what I mean? You just can't. Because as we know, there's 5 groups and only 4 teams are getting through. So there will be a group winner that is actually a loser.
And I do think, which is wild. I don't understand why you have more groups than teams who could advance, but
yes.
I mean, taking a look.
It's the glass ceiling for women. It's the glass ceiling, and that's what you're doing. Hey, you're a group winner? Sorry, not good enough. Bullshit.
Oh, man. I mean, there's so much to cover here. So, should we hop into the game first, or do you want to talk about the table, like the overall?
Well, I mean, I've got the table pulled up here, so I mean, let's just look at that. I mean, Portland only has 3 points at the top of theirs. There's like a 4-way tie in that group for points right now.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
That's wild. Yeah.
Like, who's going to jump out of there? I have no idea who's going to come out of that group. That might actually be the group that does not advance, to be honest.
It could be. It very well could be.
Because all we have to, goddamn, do the math. All we have to do is pick up a single point against Tigres. We just have to tie this game, and we will advance. Because no one in that group can pass us. So, let's tie that game.
There is only... Yeah, you're right. I mean, if we get a draw, nobody can really catch us. The only thing that could happen is a Louisville or North Carolina, if one of them win, but they win by a goal difference of, 4? I think is the only way.
No, I mean, all we have to do is draw, and we're moving on. That's it. What I'm saying is that Group A, no one can come out of Group A if we draw.
Yeah.
That being said, we don't have to worry about winning or goal differential or nothing. Just at least get points out of this game. And the semifinals are in Kansas City. So, we're not playing for home field advantage here. We have the home field advantage. We just got to advance. Things are set up nicely.
Yeah, what a great way to put yourself in this situation, by the way. We didn't, in the last game against Pachuca, we didn't have Chawinga. We didn't have Izzy Rodriguez. Mace was our
They weren't even available, right? They weren't even on the bench.
Yeah, they were not even available. So the fact that we got to rest a lot of our players and then simultaneously look fantastic, put ourselves in a situation that all we got to do is just get a draw.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Now they're not injured, right? Were they just resting?
They're listed as out. I think Izzy had an ankle knock.
Okay.
Chawinga, she picked up a little something. I don't think it's anything to be worried about. I think if this was a crucial game in the regular season, she'd probably play. But it's a lot to manage. She's played a lot. So credit to Vladko for trying to manage all these minutes and winning at the same time.
Oh, for sure, man. You're seeing a lot of new names on the bench. A lot of new names at different positions on the field. Haley Mace does not usually play center back, so but damn it if I don't love her aggressiveness in that position. She's aggressive in the first place, but I'm damn, is Haley Mace a decent center back replacement? I'm I'm not saying no.
She gets up there too. Like most center backs don't get up that high and like battling for ball. Now it could bite you if the other team has a good counter, but you know,
our center backs score goals. What are you talking about?
True. So, yeah, like you said, I love her aggressiveness. It's just a lot of fun to watch. And when you have a team around you who can get back, and you know that allows your center back to be a little more aggressive.
Here's a big shocker. I did not expect Pachuca to be at the bottom of this group here. I did not expect them to have a -5 goal differential, especially when they've been doing quite well in their league right now. Granted, they've only played like a couple games, so we all know you really don't know who you are in those first couple games, but they've also had a lot more travel than us. I think Pachuca played earlier in the week and then had to come to Kansas City from Mexico. So, you know, chips are stacked in our favor. And the thing is, Tigres will not have to go back to Mexico now. They will literally just come from Houston to Kansas City. So that's says something for us when they did have a game in Mexico and they had to come to Houston, you know?
Right.
So,
I mean, they have to, I think they have to, just taking a look at that. I mean, it's going to, even if they beat us, hypothetically, even if they win, they're going to have to win by like, 4 to 5 goals to even make a run. So, yeah, it's definitely stacked against them.
Now, that could bring our goal. I mean, dude, if we lost by a few goals, I mean, it's people could potentially jump us and advance in this competition. I mean, Portland could knock a few in and advance out of that group. Washington Spirit could leap Gotham and advance out of that group, and we get left in the dust, you know?
Right.
We don't want to lose this game, all things considered. It's not, that will not be good. We will not see the semifinals, and that would suck to have 4 non-Kansas City teams playing on our field. So we'll see what happens, man. You going to this game Thursday, right?
Yep, I am. And
you going to both? No, sorry. Will you go to both semifinal games next week?
I will likely, not confirmed, but I'll likely go to both, just depending on the scheduling there.
Yeah.
But all things considered, man, you got to like how everything's kind of shaken out for us, right? I mean,
good.
Some of the most dangerous teams like Orlando, they're in 3rd place in their group, in Group E. You know, they play Louisville, so Orlando has to win to even have a chance. I don't want to see them because I believe Barbara Banda's Olympic team is eliminated. So I don't know when she would come back, but I don't want to see her, come back in like a final for the final if they were to advance.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's shaking out really well for us.
This is a Kansas City year with the championship, the NWSL championship being announced in Kansas City, with the semifinals here being announced in Kansas City. It's just things are set up to get some hardware on your home field and celebrate with your home fans. It's just, do the stars align? Can we make it happen? Can we get there? I do want to break into this game, but before we do, we should probably take our break, which is a great opportunity for me to talk to you guys about Mint Mobile, because if you want to join in the conversation, dude, you can text the Mint Mobile hotline. Text us. You can send your questions and comments to the KCSN hotline powered by Mint Mobile at 913-407-6524. That's 913-407-6524. Send your questions, comments. We'll address them on the air. This is the first thing we're doing it. We're probably best friends with Ryan Reynolds, who's a representative of this company.
I mean, he reached out individually and said, "Hey, we want to be part of what you're doing."
I was busy. I sent him to voicemail. I had things going on, but anyways, do that. Send us questions, and we'll be right back.
We appreciate you supporting KC Sports Network by listening to our podcast. You have helped us become the highest-ranked Chiefs podcast network in 2022 and 2023. And don't forget about our daily Substack newsletter, the best written analysis you can find on the Chiefs straight to your inbox every day. kcsn.substack.com.
With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. So you can say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plan's jaw-dropping monthly bills and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at just $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and limited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And if you're worried about keeping your phone number or all of your existing contacts, Mint Mobile has you covered. So ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/KCSNKCC. That's mintmobile.com/KCSNKCC. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/KCSNKCC. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Man, oh man, the Mint Mobile hotline. What a cool thing that is. I'm kind of geeking about it. I think it's very cool. Unless you guys don't text us, then I'll feel very sad. So please do that. It would gotta be.
Don't make us text ourselves.
Don't make my wife.
We will.
Don't make my wife text us, for God's sakes. She'll be going by a different name, like Larissa or some shit. Larissa Schmoozer. Dude. Okay. Kansas City Currents stay unbeaten in this Summer Cup. If you told me we'd win this game 3-0, I'd say you're crazy because Pachuca's pretty good, but they sure didn't look pretty good. That whole first half, AD France was just back there smoking a cigarette, doing her taxes. She had nothing to do. She's like, y'all are doing great. Doing real good. I'm going to go have a beer.
Easiest paycheck of her life that first half, right?
Unbelievable. She's like, I'm getting paid for this? Dude, we didn't waste a lot of time, man. Long story short, Dabinia gets a brace. Damn near had a hat trick. I was rooting for a hat trick, damn it. Kristen Hamilton gets on the board again, who scored in the last game. We'd forgotten about Kristen Hamilton. We hadn't seen her that much in the regular season. And she's like, I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here doing things. And I think it was even mentioned on the broadcast that Dabinia hasn't scored a goal in a while. And Dabinia was like, hold the fuck on. I'm about to pop 2 in for you. I was like, what a storyline right there, man.
There's a lot to unpack because you have Dabinia, who I think a lot of people have been critical, myself included. Like, she has not played up to the caliber that she's expected to, that she knows she can, that she holds her standard to. She's not played up to that caliber. That's probably why she wasn't selected to the Olympic team. And I think she's probably sitting at home pretty pissed off, and she took it out on Pachuca there. And by the way, first start for Hannah Glass. Yes. So I was shocked when I saw that. Like, I thought, you would just kind of wean her in, bring her in the 60th minute, right? Get her legs under the traditional, teams traditionally do. She started. I thought she looked really, really good. As a matter of fact, she had the assist on the very first Dabinia goal. So she just got, like you said, it was kind of bouncing around. She just dropped it off to Dabinia, let Dabinia have a beautiful strike there. Absolutely filthy. But to see Hannah Glass actually play, I didn't know if we ever would. And to see Dabinia kind of get back on track was fantastic.
Bailey Feist got some meaningful minutes in there.
Yeah. She looked good too.
I mean, she played the whole game. Yeah. Bailey Feist did. So I thought that was great. Cooper played a half. Spanster came in for her. Give Cooper a half. She is violent. For lack of a better word, she gets after it, dude. She pressures everyone with the ball. She attacks with reckless abandon. But she's not reckless with her tackles by any means. It looks
she got a little better about that. She got a little better. I think her rookie season, yes, a little crazy, but
it's a lot more shoulder to shoulder now, though. It's like, oh, goddamn.
Yeah. And she had the, I want to say the cross that Hamilton scored. She had a beautiful cross that just went right past one or two defenders, and just Hamilton was right there for the left-footed tap.
Yeah.
I think it was Hamilton. I can't remember if it was Hamilton or Dabinia, but yeah, it was absolutely love it.
Ellie Wheeler played a pretty good shift, about 70-some minutes. Really love that Vanessa DiBernardo's back in this mix, man. It's just she makes this team better, dude. She's that like core engine that just distributes, man. I just love having her back. Balasager's back in the mix. She had said, I want to get your take on this. She had said something in an interview, was asked how Mace and who partnered with Mace on the back line the game before?
Stagletter. Yeah.
She was asked how she thought they did, and she said, I thought they did well, hopefully not too well to take my job. And yeah, I laughed a little bit, but does that strike you as like not a team first comment? And does that strike you as like a player first comment, which is, we all know team sports, they do urge against that?
No, because like I think I'd crack a joke like that.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to be very complimentary, simultaneously saying, hey, I'm still here too. I'm a national team player. I'm pretty damn good. So
I love personality. I'm all for it in an interview. A lot of times some of these players, especially on the men's side, these players are too media trained and they're very, like, for lack of a better word, kind of boring with their answers and stuff like that. Every time we've spoken to one of these women, they've been very candid, very open. And that's kind of how I saw it, as kind of a joke first, but I kind of wanted to see what you thought.
I mean, I'll tell you what, though, with Alana Cook coming to Kansas City, being available on Thursday.
Available Thursday, goddamn.
That's going to be, that position's pretty.
Yeah, I think Haley Mace pops out to the right, and Ellie maybe takes a seat for a minute, or unless Hannah Glass needs a rest and is a little sore or something like that. You never know. Playing a full 90 minutes for your first time in a long time, bound to have some nicks and whatnot. So, I lifted heavy on my legs on Saturday, and I can't walk, and it's Tuesday. What's that about? I don't understand. I'm also walking in heels on the weekend, so it's actually kind of, you guys know I moonlight as a stripper, right? That's not true at all. Dude, I see that you look at our substitutes. People you haven't seen as a substitute before, and number one is Claire Hutton. I'm like, Claire, what you doing on the bench, Claire? You're supposed to be out on the field, baby. What are you doing?
18-year-old legs, man. You feel like you can run them into the ground, but they even need some rest, right?
They do need some rest. But when she did come on, she was spectacular. The announcers were like, this 18-year-old has been phenomenal this season. And I could not agree more, man. She changes this game. Is there one player on this field? Debinha, right? Debinha was the game changer. Debinha really took it in her own hands and made things happen.
I think everybody did, really. I think everybody played their position so incredibly well. It prevented Pachuca from even getting a foothold in this game. They had very little to no attack. In the second half, they played better. They were able to get a little more possession, but that was also we were up 3-0. So, we didn't want to burn ourselves out, right? We have a game in a couple days there.
True.
But I think everybody played really, really well. Ellie Wheeler played really well. Hannah Glass, Mace. Lowe played really well as well. Hamilton. I think everybody just played at or above their expectation this past game, and we just really took Pachuca out from the very beginning.
Yeah, you also saw Debinha going for goal, like I think it was 3 times within the first 10 minutes. So right there, it should have been like, oh, the beast is hungry tonight. Like she wants one. You know what I mean? She wants a goal.
Right.
And we should have seen that coming. Like when you have 3 shot attempts on goal, right to the keeper, if we're being honest, but her goal from outside the box was just delicious. Like you said, laid off by Hannah Glass. Ellie Wheeler pops it back into the box, and Hannah Glass just taps it out to Debinha. Does Ellie Wheeler get that secondary assist? Probably should. I'm not sure if it went in the record box like that, but it's noticeable that she really tapped it behind the glass in a good position. And the fact, this was just, I mean, this game, they flipped over to the Spanish broadcasters every now and then. You don't know because you were at the game, but I was watching it on Paramount Plus, and like right before this goal happened, the announcers go, let's switch over to the Spanish broadcasters for a minute. And not 5 seconds later, golazo, golazo, golazo. It was crazy. I was like, did they know a goal was coming?
It was scripted. It was scripted.
That's conspiracy, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was like, they just switched over to them. And now I'm so excited because there's nothing like a Spanish broadcaster to get you up for anything. I mean, if you've listened, right? You watch a lot of Mexican league sometimes. It's insanely exciting. But she puts us up 1-0, 12 minutes into this freaking game, dude. Just put her laces through this ball, lasered into the upper right corner. Goalkeeper had no chance. It's like, I'm Debinha, bitch.
Done.
What are you thinking? You don't know? You haven't heard of me? I should be on the Olympic team. Seeing Kristen Hamilton getting this mix too, she gives the perfect cross to Debinha, man, for that second goal. Debinha finishes it in the air, like a jumping roundhouse. It was crazy. No, you don't make that shot. Like you don't finish that 9 out of 10 times. That's class, pure class.
And an assist by Kristen Hamilton, right? Making herself known again, just right out the gate.
Yeah. And then we're like, we're scoring goals about one every 10 minutes. About 30 minutes in, we're due for another goal. And Michelle Cooper just lays one across the net, and two Pachuca players end up on the ground. Oh, no, I couldn't get it. And Kristen Hamilton finishes it. And now it's like, damn, you're up 3-0, and it's the first half. So let's, do you take your foot off the gas? Do you go for, in this kind of competition, you got to go for goal differential when you know that winning your group doesn't necessarily make you advance, right?
Right.
So do you think we went for it, though, or did it feel like we did kind of take the foot off the gas? Or did Pachuca just pick it up and start coming a little harder in the second half?
A little, I think both. I think they probably got pissed off and they wanted to, not go out like that. I think they were able to refocus at half, maybe make some tactical adjustments. But simultaneously, we got 3 in. We have a game in 5 days or so on Thursday or whatever it was. So I don't know if we want to go full throttle, with the game coming up Thursday. I think Vlatko, he mentioned that his goal was to get out healthy and with a clean sheet and get a win. And we did that. So I think in that second half, they were okay taking that three goal win and staying healthy, not pushing it too hard, and being prepared for Thursday.
A positive 3 goal differential on your table there is definitely going to help if there's a tiebreaker. So it's exciting, man. Something about an advantage we do have over Tigres is that we do not have to travel. They do got to fly from Houston to here. Now, that's not a long flight, but it's still a flight. And they just played in Houston, which is very warm. Now they got to come to Kansas City and train, which is very warm.
Yeah.
So they're not having a great time weather-wise here, probably, playing in the desert heat down there, the swampy heat, and then coming here to play that in that Midwest heat with the heat index nearing 110 or whatever it is today. But, dude, we have one more day of rest than them, too. Says we played Saturday, they played Sunday. I feel good about that.
No, that's so true. And some of their players, I believe, are off in the Olympics, so they're missing a couple players there. But they beat Pachuca, right, 4-2. They gave up 2 goals against Pachuca. Which, seeing how they played in Kansas City, it makes me really think we can attack their defense. And also, Pachuca was not able to do much to us, and they were able to put 2 on Tigres. So, I think we're set up here to be pretty successful. I don't know if Izzy or Chewingo will play. Maybe it was just a break to get them some time off, and they'll be available for Thursday. But when I first saw they're out, I was pretty worried. I was like, oh, God, oh, no. But now...
egg on your face, sir. Egg on your face.
but now I feel fairly confident, right? Like they're going to come here with that starting lineup. I think we can pretty much beat any team in this tournament with the Olympics going on.
Something special's going on here. To beat a Pachuca team 3-0, like, I mean, these Mexican teams are gritty, dude. They're tough. And we prove that we're tougher. And I think that's going to continue on Thursday. I highly expect to get a victory. I expect to take it to them strong and show them who we are. Something to mention is that, is it Janae DeFazio?
Yeah.
And Ali Long both made their club debuts. They were signed as national team replacement players. DeFazio came in the 68th. Ali Long came in the 77th. Ali Long's a name. You've probably heard this name. I mean, she has played nearly 15,000 minutes in her professional career. 3-time NWSL champion. So,
played for the national team, won a World Cup.
Yes.
She's had a little bit of a downslide, just, age and injuries, right? It gets all of us.
Sure.
But, played for Gotham and San Diego over the past couple years. But, at the end of the day, she brings a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge, a ton of, what was kind of funny during the game is that, it was like the 80-something minute, and our young players are pressing. And she's like trying to tell everybody, calm down. It was just funny to see that contrast of a veteran player telling everybody, hey, let's possess, let's, not do anything silly. And our young kids are just like, nope, just going for it. So
I love that, though. Like, that's what this team needs, dude, because we're full of young players. Ali Long is 36, which is up there in soccer years. I mean, she's got a lot of miles on those legs, man. She's a midfielder, so she roams, dude. She moves. But just to have some experience on that team is wonderful. When our national team players return, does that mean those players are gone?
Certainly, the recent additions with DeFazio and I think Weinman. I think they're probably Sabrina Weinman and Janae DeFazio are probably gone.
Long was announced. Grace Long was announced as a. Long was an injury replacement player. So
right.
That's my bad. She wasn't national team. So whenever that person comes back from injury, Ali Long will be gone?
It depends on how many people they have on their roster, I would imagine.
Right. What a weird thing
with Pfeiffer getting out for the year, that could have been one of their slots they decided to use for Ali Long. I like the fact that she just brings so much experience and knowledge, and not leadership, not just on the field but off, training, working with Hutton, working with some of these other players to help give them something different and bring out the best in them. So I love having her around.
So good.
Yeah.
Dude, something else of note from this game: there were 3 yellow cards, none from us. No yellow cards from us, man. No accumulation here. No missing the next game from us. Like it's. I love that. So we're aggressive, but we weren't stupid. We weren't hairless.
Who gets yellows? I feel fairly often in a new position have not gotten the yellow.
Yeah.
So that's. I mean, she probably knows we can't afford to be out of center back.
True,
but
I don't hate Haley Mace back there. I don't hate it. It looks good on her.
And it makes me wonder too, like, one of the biggest cruxes of our team is the fact that we've given up a lot of set pieces, aerial headers, that kind of a thing. I wonder how Alana Cook will help, handling those or dealing with those. So
you may just see on Thursday. That gives me some goosebumps.
It's exciting.
I will tell you how you and I are quite stupid. Silkowitz is still on the bench, bro. We thought she'd get some time in this Summer Cup, but no, we're going for it. We got our people out there. Francis is our one.
I wonder, during the next cup or the one where
next one,
the one we have I think South African team, a Japanese team. Like during that, if she'll get a little bit of time. I'd like to see it. I don't see how you don't give her at least a little something.
This competition does feel a little more important than that next one.
Competitive, yeah, a little more
structured.
There might be more on the line that we know, so maybe there's a larger incentive.
Yeah. Well, American soccer in general is trying to, it's always had a rivalry with like the Mexican national team. They go back and forth. Their games are very, very competitive. And so I think a lot of these domestic leagues, like you're seeing it with MLS too, and NWSL is like, we want a piece of that. Like, let's get in. You guys got Leagues Cup. Let's see if we can get this Lady Leagues Cup off the ground, and it's so far I'm highly entertained. I'm having a great time. So
that was my first international match at that stadium, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Did you notice any Pachuca jerseys or Mexican fans, anything like that?
Yeah, I saw a couple. Not many Pachuca jerseys, but more Mexican national team jerseys.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure a lot of Mexican fans in the area just didn't have a Pachuca jersey or something, and just rep their national team. But a lot of cool cultural stuff out there. I really wish they would use that as an opportunity to promote some of these international teams. I feel like it's a missed opportunity not having a Pachuca booth, right? Having like a representative talk about their team to new fans, to me, that's a missed opportunity. Also, I wish there was some merch, like a scarf for this.
There's no scarf.
There was no scarf. I was ready to buy it, credit card in hand, walking around with it like a kid and holding a card.
Mom gave it to me to get a scarf.
Yeah, I had to get a scarf. I'm walking around earmarked for scarf money, and nothing. So I wish they had something like that. I think that's another missed opportunity. But
I mean, I think to be fair, I don't think Leagues Cup has any kind of scarf either. I don't know. Sporting's so into their Wizards merch right now, it's ridiculous. Which is awesome merch, by the way. The scarf is cool. The jerseys, but you're gonna want that jersey, bro. It so cool.
It looks great. The players look great with it on too.
Dude, you haven't seen it in person? We saw it in person the other night, and it was like, this is so cool.
You run right over there to the store with your card in hand as well.
No, I ordered it online. Got it about 60 cents cheaper than if I bought it at the stadium.
I dig it.
Must be a tax thing. I assume it's probably like a Village West tax or something they got there at the stadium. So whatever. So man, we're Group C. We're at the top. We got to get points this Thursday. That's the thing. The name of the game is to at least draw this team. But I think we put it to them. I mean, you're going to come away with a 3-0 victory against Pachuca, and Tigres just got beat by Houston Dash, and you think you're not feeling confident that you can really beat Tigres? Done deal. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Moving on, man. You've been watching Olympics? You've been watching this the women's team?
I have.
Yeah?
I've watched them absolutely just dismantle the German team was so cool.
I did not get to watch that one, but I did watch the one before. God damn, who was that?
Oh, real quick, side note. What do you think of Canada's drone?
Zambia. Canada's drone, yeah, man, they got like 6 points deducted. So kind of sucks for those players because there's a big hole for them to dig out of, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
They won the first game before this, while this information was coming out, but before that, 6 points was deducted. And then they're playing France, and if they had the draw, it was 1-1, and if the game ended on a draw, Canada was essentially eliminated. But they scored in the 102nd minute to get 3 points and give themselves a chance at advancing.
I mean, they have one more game, and it's tomorrow against Colombia. And if they beat them, they will advance. Like, that's because on goal differential alone, just because they got points deducted, it's wild to see them at 0 points with a +2 goal differential. It's like, how's that work?
Right.
So they will advance if they beat Colombia. That's insane. So I do want to backtrack real quick, buddy. Holiday Distillery toast of the match for KC Current. Dabinia, right? Big time duh.
I don't think you can do anybody other than
Dabinia. Here's one for you, girl. Thank you. So thank you for your service. God damn, just the kind of goals she scored. These weren't easy goals. A banger from outside and a jumping kick into the goal. Craziness. So, dude, I'm glad you mentioned that about Canada. I saw they were deducted 6 points. If they go through despite this drone Spygate scandal or whatever it is, that's like the story. That is the Olympic story. And it's like Canada all the way. I'm a secondary Canada fan. You know what I mean?
I think, like, according to the reporting, I think that went back all the way to 2021. So, like, this whole thing, and then, like, involved both men's and women's teams. So, like, do you think, let me ask you a question. Do you think that was too harsh, the punishment? Or do you think it was fair or not harsh? And there's a wide range of opinions.
It sucks, right? Because that can absolutely send you home. It's like, wow, what are we playing for? 6 point deduction? Like, screw you. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any, like, mindset of if that's good or if that's harsh or not or fair. I just know that it's exciting now, and that's the story. That's what I'm watching. Yeah. That's at 2 o'clock. If you're listening today on a Wednesday, that's at 2 o'clock, and the women play at noon. So, a little doubleheader right there.
Yeah, should be. And Colombia is fun to watch, too. Colombia is good as well. So,
looks like it. I mean, they've scored 4 goals, but they've allowed 3. Canada scored 4 goals, but they've only allowed 2. So it's like, this is the matchup. If they win, they will be tied on points and presumably go through. Do the top 2 in every group go through?
I think so. I think so.
Because it's going to create like a round of 16?
Yep.
Okay. That's wild. I just love it. Olympics, man. What a time. So what else do you want to talk about?
We didn't talk about our movies, man. Touch on that real quick. Yeah. Wolverine, Deadpool. What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm thinking about seeing it again today, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, you got that movie pass. You just head on over there.
Just go right in. I believe Tuesday is typically like a discounted day.
Sure is.
Right? Yeah.
Sure is. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, what do you pay for movie pass? $10 a month?
$10 a month.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's a fun movie pass documentary on Max, by the way. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, it shows like how it's kind of having a resurgence. And I was like, kind of interested again, because I was in on it back on the ground level back in, when I lived in Chicago. So where you had the physical card and you went in and had to buy your tickets and shit.
Yeah, and there is still a physical card. Like, I have a physical card still.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but it's not it's not a free-for-all. It's not like see as many as you want, $10 or 15 or whatever it was. There's some limitations, and like it goes off of credit. So, but it's still a lot of fun. If you only see one movie a month, then it's worth it.
For sure. And you could basically, I think you could see like off the points that $10 gives you. I think you could see like 2 movies off of those points. So 2 movies for $10.
Yeah, you could technically, if you went during like a Tuesday morning or a Wednesday morning during the day, and if it wasn't a new movie, you could technically get 3 in there if you really kind of stretched it. So
it depends though. It's like per theater,
Yeah.
It's our B&B is very proud of their prices sometimes. So, well, cool. What else? Is that it? Feeling good? Feeling good about it?
I'm feeling good, man. I have a good feeling about the game. I think we're going to walk away with a point at least in advance and get a semifinal home game, man. So
I think so too, man. I something to look at. Here's the question for you: will Kristen Hamilton score for a 3rd straight game?
I think so.
Keep a lookout. I feel that. I feel like she's hungry, dude. So let the big dog eat. Let's do it.
I think it wouldn't hurt to have if Chewinga can play. Don't want to rush her back for any reason, but if she can play, I wouldn't mind having her on the bench just in case we need that firepower. But if we don't, put Hamilton up top.
Would love that. If you're seeking a goal in like the 70th minute or something, go get the Panther. That's Chewinga, baby. Panther, you're in.
You got tired back line, and then you see Chewinga. come on,
you're in trouble. I mean, they're going to put if we're down though, dude. I mean, Tigres is going to put everyone behind the ball. You know, it's
we've struggled to score with everybody behind the ball.
We have. That's why we try to push early and get ahead early. And it's a smart strategy to come out fast and hard. You know what I mean? And I'm all for it, man. You get ahead early and then start practicing possession and defense. I mean, that's how I felt we were. Our indoor soccer, man, you and I and everyone else, we were freaking electric. And we kept trying to score more goals. And I was like, guys, if you score more goals, you know they get to add another player on the field. And we got to take one off. So we're like down 2 players. That's not fun. So let's just practice some defense.
Yeah, let's just practice our possession, right?
Yeah. So I'd like to see that, man. I'd like to see us go up a couple goals and just hang out.
Well,
live it up.
Tigres, they have to play open, right? Like they have to play open to advance. They got 3 points. They have, their goal difference is 1.
They got to come at us too.
They have to come. They can't bunker in and. I mean, even if they beat us, hypothetically, beat us by 1 or 2 goals, they're still in second place. They have to come out swinging. They have to come out open and just throw it out there, let the chips fall where they may. And that style it benefits the Current because we play really well in that open style, really well in that like counter type of style. So if the way this game is set up is they have to come out guns blazing, and that's something that we could take advantage of.
100%. If they go guns blazing and we hit them on the counter, Michelle Cooper, the way she's been blazing that wing and put it in dangerous crosses, I'm all for it, man. It's exciting. I wish I was there in person. I will be watching after my show. So You have a good time. It's going to be great. Okay, dude. Anything else?
No, man, I think that's it. I'm just excited for Thursday. Pretty pumped up. Olympics, all that good stuff.
That's a 7:00 game on Thursday. Get out there early to beat that, 5:00 traffic and everything. That's always a bitch. So thank you so much for being here. As you know, you can hit us up on Twitter, any socials at No Other Pod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. We mentioned earlier that Mint Mobile hotline. Hit us with it. I'm very excited about that. It's been a new thing that's been added. So let's see how it works out. Be one of the first ones to hit us up. If you want to email us too, nootherpod@gmail.com, but text us. We're in the 21st century. Don't email me. This ain't an office. And 5-star ratings and reviews. Hit us up. We got one recently. Some guy said we're not paid, or woman. I don't know their gender, but they said we're not paid enough for this. So hit us up and maybe we'll get paid more. So for Chris, I'm Daniel. We love you, sons of bitches. See you next week.